All right, we've got the Thunder broadcast team assembled, and with the start of the 2021 regular season right around the corner, we wanted to get this crew together to break down what we know so far about the schedule. There's going to be 72 games this year. That's 10 fewer than normal. So far, we have 37 games on the schedule, with the other 35 to be announced later on this season. We'll have all 37 of those games on Fox Sports Oklahoma for television and 98.1 WWLS Sports Animal on the radio. Crew, let's go month by month. Thunder schedule starts on December 23rd. Michael, hit us up with December.
Well, it's a short month because your season starts, toward the end of the month. That's good for the Thunder because certainly you've had practice time to get ready for. But you open up against the Rockets, the same team that eliminated you from the playoffs last year. But a different team, different coach, Steven Silas, who knows which way this team will go with or without James Harden. So a lot of questions to be answered there, but at the same time, it's a good opening game for, the young Thunder. And as you continue to move on through it, you got your first two games on the road. I guess it doesn't really matter this year because the fans, are not going to be allowed in our building. So we don't really know about Charlotte. And certainly, that's a good thing for the Thunder. I think as they get through this schedule, they're probably going to find out a lot of things about themselves, the roster. I mean, man, you got to have everything set by then. I mean, Charlotte should be a good situation for you. The game that I think as you move through the month is going to be that final game, December 31st. Man, we love to just be at that game on, the last day of the year because we all like to go out and party, which is probably not going to happen this year. The New Orleans game, I mean, December 31st, that's a Thunder tradition, playing at home on New Year's Eve. You couldn't ask for a better situation or making the most of a tough situation. Let's say that.
Well, thanks for teeing up Paris to start the new year. Paris, tell us about January.
Here's why I'm excited about January. It's because there's a little touch of normalcy there because normally in any NBA season, January is pretty dense with games. And with 15 games in 31 days, we still have that going for us this season. And it all starts with a 5-game road trip on the East Coast. And then again, in the back half of the month, you've got another 5-game road trip, this time on the West Coast. So January is usually that gut check time of the season where guys find out what they're made of. And this has a little bit of extra value for this squad with a lot of new faces and a lot of young players to really get acclimated to the grind of the NBA season. And after just 4 games in December, still use this time to learn each other and get acclimated with your new team.
Very different looking February, Chris. No All-Star break that month. What can you tell us about that?
Well, that's usually it. Usually the month of February, we're all kind of looking forward to that All-Star break, but instead we need to be looking forward to what might be the most treacherous stretch of any team's schedule in the NBA this year. There's many metrics out there that think that the Thunder have the toughest schedule in the first half of any team, and this is one of the reasons why. When you take a look at who they're playing, they got 3 against the Lakers, 3 against Denver, 2 against the Clippers. That's 8 games against the top 3 seeds from the Western Conference a season ago. Then you throw in 2 more against Milwaukee and 2 more against Miami. They were 2 of the top teams in the Eastern Conference, so that is a treacherous stretch. Now, one of the positives, they got 10 out of the 15 games at home, and we get a little bit of the regional potting that we were anticipating from the NBA. You've got 3 essential back-to-backs there. Now, the games aren't stacked up one by one right back after one another, but you're playing the Rockets 2 in a row, you're playing Minnesota 2 in a row, and you're playing the Lakers 2 in a row. So that's a little bit of an interesting stretch there that we've never seen before from NBA scheduling, but we'll see it in the month of February, and we'll see if the Thunder can get through it.
And then to round it out, just 2 games in March announced so far, a road back-to-back against Dallas and San Antonio right before the All-Star break. That break will be from March 5th through 10th. Michael, Paris, Chris, thanks so much for your help breaking down the schedule. Thunder fans, be sure to tune in and watch us on Fox Sports Oklahoma all year long.